us, in the light of this, what are we to expect tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow is for continuation of hearing. That continuation might include further direct examination of this very witness who was not dismissed today. They might spring as a surprise, as they did before, another witness. There might be few objections. I expect surprises to occur. But if time permits, I also expect us to begin our cross-examination of the witness who testified today to test his veracity, and to also formalize the objections we raised on the record today against some of the videos and audios that were introduced into evidence today.
All right. Okay, we look forward to tomorrow then.
Yeah, we look forward to tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you.
Breaking news. DSS denies lead counsel Kanu Agabi access to Nnamdi Kanu as legal team visit him at the DSS custody in Abuja. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 12th of May 2025, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The news reaching our news desk has it that the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom DSS has denied the lead counsel Kanu Agabi San access to see Nnamdi Kanu early today as legal team visit him at the DSS custody in Abuja. Now, there are two different news or information which I will be showing you on the screen, and they are all coming from Barrister Aloy Ejimako. So the first one is the one which you are seeing already on your screen, which is how they denied Chief Kanu Agabi San the access to see Nnamdi Kanu early today, 12th of May 2025, on Monday, today. Now, the second news is an update, another update from Barrister Aloy Ejimako. So we're going to take it one after the other. And this very note here, this one here, we are going to read it once we are done with the two different updates from Barrister Aloy Ejimako. So we'll come back here to read this very note for more clarification. Now, this first update from Barrister Aloy Ejimako just a couple of hours ago says, the official DSS Nigeria needs to explain to Nigerians why it blocked Chief Kanu Agabi San from meeting with his client, Nnamdi Kanu. They did this a few minutes ago, and the High Chief has left the DSS facility very upset. This is a flagrant interference with fair trial. #injustice. Now, you see, I know that the next update which I'm going to be showing you moving forward on the screen has already outdone this, right? But this thing happened. Now, the man in question, Chief Kanu Agabi, is not a news that Barrister Aloy Ejimako handed over the lead counsel to this man, Chief Kanu Agabi, the moment he joined the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu. Because somebody at that level cannot be in a legal team while a junior colleague to him, like Barrister Aloy Ejimako, will be heading the team. It does not make sense. It doesn't show any respect. Now, as the lead counsel, which the court is also aware, DSS is also aware, the federal government of the zoo is also aware that the lead counsel has been transferred to Chief Kanu Agabi San. They are all aware. Yet, they denied him access today to see his client, Nnamdi Kanu. Now, as if that is not enough, let us analyze it briefly. I want to digress. Chief Kanu Agabi is no longer a boy. He's not a young boy. He's an elderly man. At least with that respect, you should accord him that respect as an elder. who transported himself from his home, from his residence in Abuja to the DSS facilities to see his client, and you denied him access to meet with the client. Why? Even the Court of Competent Jurisdiction has sanctioned Mondays and Thursdays for the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu to visit their client at the DSS custody. Yet, you denied him access. Now, as if that is not enough, the man in question, apart from his age, he's also a son, senior advocate of Nigeria. You denied a son access to his client. Now, are you telling me that his own son, or is it because he's an Igbo man? So his own son is not up to the standard of other sons, senior advocate of Nigeria. Other sons, are you telling me that his own son is lower than other sons that can never ever be denied access to see their client at the DSS custody or in any facility in the Zoological Republic? Because he's an Igbo man, isn't it? He's a Biafran. Now, as if that is not enough, this man, this very man, Kanu Agabi, was the former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. The man has attained the highest level in legal system by becoming the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. Are you paying attention? This is the category, the level of the man that we are talking about. So, are you telling me that his own Attorney General of the Federation is irrelevant? So, if somebody like Awomolo, who is the prosecution counsel, is the one going to see his client at the DSS custody, then they will deny him access, knowing fully well that this man is not just a son, but he was the Attorney General of the Federation. Now, as if that is not enough, if somebody like Abubakar Malami, who is also a son and former Attorney General of the Federation, are you telling me that if Abubakar Malami has somebody at the DSS custody that he's representing, and he goes there to see his client, then DSS will deny him access? Are you telling me such a thing can happen? It can never happen, because Abubakar Malami is a Fulani man and Awomolo is a Yoruba man. Kanu Agabi is an Igbo man. Therefore, as an Igbo man, he can be rubbished anyhow, anytime, any day, anyhow they like, because Fulani is in charge. Yoruba man is the DSS, boss. So Igbo man has nothing to do, has no say. No matter who you are, they don't care. And you are telling me we are going to remain in the same enclave, in the same Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, with this mentality, with this set of people that we are dealing with? It is not possible. These are the reasons why we must exit the zoo, where human beings will be equal, where human rights will be seen, done equally to all citizens. Not because you are from a particular ethnic group, then you will be respected. When you are from another ethnic group, then you will be trampled upon. We cannot accept that. We are done. Now, the second update from Barrister Loye Ejimako, which you can now see on your screen, with this one is just 1 hour ago. He said, update, I just exited from seeing Nnamdi Kanu, and the issue of blocking Chief Agabi's son from seeing MNK today was explained as not intentional. So they explained to Barrister Loye Ejimako that it wasn't intentional. So what was the reason? And he said, and thus resolved. They have resolved it because maybe someone who is reasonable enough has blasted the idiots that denied access to the son to see Nnamdi Kanu. Or maybe Barrister Loye Ejimako himself went there with another senior DSS official that gave it to them woto. Febido Yobabiko. Maybe something like that. Now he said, and thus resolved. For this reason, the official DSS Nigeria has graciously agreed to permit the legal team to do a visitation tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is Tuesday, which is not even part of the days that the legal team visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They only visit him Mondays and Thursdays, right? So now, if someone like Barrister Kanu Agabi San has other things to do tomorrow, because he's a man with a whole lot of engagements, so he has to, because of your stupidity, your idiocy, and your let down, he has to cancel order of his, engagements tomorrow in order to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he can't afford not to see him. Can you imagine that kind of country that we find ourselves? Can you imagine such insult, such humiliation? No. I said no, we cannot continue with this. No. Absolutely rubbish. We cannot continue with this. Now, I want to show you this. I want us to read this in full details. This particular note here, which is coming from the office of, or should I say, the chambers of Barrister Aloye Ejimakor Legal Services. Now on your screen, you can see this is from Barrister Aloye Ejimakor, which says, Aloye Ejimakor Legal Services, Obidimpa Chambers, 9th May 2025. This is the official notification that they sent to DSS concerning today's visitation. This is to show you what these people passed through. I'm talking about the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before they visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have to write letter 3 days prior to the visit. 3 good days prior to the visit. Today is 12th, but this letter was written on the 9th. So meaning that the one they are going to visit on Thursday, they have to send letters today. After today's visitation, they have to write another letter with a fresh date to notify them about Thursday's visit. Because they are Igbos and they are Biafrans. They are less humans. It is better we fight while standing up than to live while kneeling down. It is better that we Biafrans, I'm talking to us now. It is better that we jettison all our idiocy and nonsense. We jettison all our egos. We jettison all our greediness and all the bad things that people know us with. And they are genuine, they are true. We better jettison those nonsense, all those egos, and be sincere to ourselves. It is better we fight and die with our heads held high, with our feet standing, than to live on our knees. I'm telling you. Now, on the 9th of May 2025, the Director General, State Security Services Headquarters, Aso Drive, Abuja. Notification of names of persons who will visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Monday, 12th May 2025. Remember that this notification was sent on the 9th. Look at it here. On the 9th. And this is 12th, which is today, that the visitation will take place. And they do this every week, twice a week. They imagine upon all their engagements, they have to notify these cowards on a letter. Not even by phone call. Do they even have to notify them again? Are they not aware who they are? Are they not aware that the representatives of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do they have to write letters? Do they even have to call them? Is it not when they see them that they have already known that court has said you can visit your client Mondays and Thursdays? Is it not when they come there, they open door for them to see him? Have they not know who they are? Have they not know what is bringing them there every Monday and Tuesday? Have they not known that court has said you have right to visit him Mondays and Thursdays? Shame. He said, yes, sir, we are solicitors of record to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a detainee at your facility. Below are the names of members of the legal team who will visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Monday, 12th May 2025. Number 1, Chief Kanu Agabi San. Number 2, Oninechi Ipazu San. Number 3, Paul Erokoro San. Number 4, Emeka Etiaba, SAN. Number 5, Aloy Ejimako, ESQ. While we expect your usual cooperation in this regard, please be assured of our continuing respect for your high office. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact the undersigned at the number below. Sincerely, Aloy Ejimako, Legal Services. You see, including phone number or his office number and all that. Everything is legal, everything is legit. So why denying the son access to see his client? Because they do not have respect for Ndibo. I told you, we the Biafrans, we that say we are fighting for freedom, the earlier we jettison our egos, fight while standing with our feet, even if it takes our lives, it's better dying while standing with your feet than to live on your knees. Thank you, my people. Tosalo Numozia and make it go viral.
All right, my people, lots of freedom all over the world. When I don't hear the matter as this one, they can come directly to us. Yes, Aloy Ejimako has actually, shedded more light on this issue. Well, the latest news on this matter is that DSS have actually apologized. Yes, they've actually apologized. See, but that is by the way. Now, this whole thing of illegality of the zoo actors, state actors, and the rest of them, officials of the DSS and their illegal ways of handling things, the EFCC and their illegal ways of handling things, and also other agencies in the zoo, and their all pattern of illegality that we experience all over the zoo, especially when it pertains to Biafra. It is actually crazy to see that people who are meant to uphold the law are the people who are breaking these laws back to back. They keep on breaking the laws back to back, and it is crazy when you see this kind of things. Now, Kanu Agabi was actually denied entrance from seeing Nnamdi Kanu. This is not the first time we've seen this thing. In as much as the DSS have, given a statement saying that it wasn't intentional. It was not an intentional act. But do they want to tell us that they don't know who Kanu Agabi is? Or do they want to tell us that they cannot recognize that Kanu Agabi is, the senior advocate and the lead counsel handling the issue of Nnamdi Kanu? That is the son handling the case of Nnamdi Kanu. They've been in court with him. They know him. He's on social media. Everybody knows him. Currently, he's a man who is trending because of his unique intelligence and the way he has been able to bring up this case to another level. So they cannot come out to lie or deny the fact that they don't know Kanu Agabi. That is a total babash. Let's be realistic about it. So they are saying it wasn't intentional. Good a thing. But the fact is that they've rescheduled, the date, for another meeting with Nnamdi Kanu so that they can discuss, and plan ahead of the next court hearing. Now, the next court hearing is resuming on the 21st, which is on 21st is when? I think Wednesday. 21st is Wednesday, 22nd is Thursday, 23rd is Friday. Yeah, 21st, which is on Wednesday. Then we go further to the upper week to round up the case. Nnamdi Kanu's case has entered a critical point, and at this point, the zoo government, why they are doing everything humanly possible to frustrate the case, to frustrate the lawyers, to frustrate the senior advocates, to frustrate Nnamdi Kanu, and to frustrate the judge also into giving a critical judgment that will favor them. Yet also the counsel of Nnamdi Kanu, is also doing everything possible to make sure that they make the case, a very, very competitive one. They make the case in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man who is held in DSS dungeon for not committing any crime, because let us be realistic, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime whatsoever, and that is why, still today the zoo government are still running around helter-skelter, back and forth, finding a way, finding every possible thing they can use to indict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but to no avail. It's as simple as that, and you must realize that, and when you come to that realization, the better for you. So we are still going to go into deeper exposition on the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court hearing. What really happened in DSS custody? That is the first question. What really happened? Now, the same DSS, denied, the foreign lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from Britain. Was it Britain or US? Okay, US. Nnamdi Kanu, US lawyer. They denied him. They've done a lot of things. The same DSS that had the guts, to naked, to dehumanize the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The first time this case started, they did it over and over again. At some point, they will even tell them to remove their clothes so that they can, search them. This was the highest level of human treatment. They even went further to mount cameras, gadgets, in order to know the conversation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was having with his lawyer, something that is totally against the law. The same DSS we were talking about is the same DSS that the Court of Competent Jurisdiction in the Federal Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, gave an order to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they refused because of the statement of the president. Is that the same DSS we are talking about? Yes, they can do and undo whatever they think or whatever they feel, to do, because the law of the zoo is in total babash. Zoo is a country that does not respect human rights, that knows nothing about human rights, that does whatever they want. And that is why, people, senior advocates like Kanu Agabi was actually being stopped from seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now let us go into full detail on how it happened in DSS court today. Meanwhile, share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible. God bless you.
It may take you time. It's going to take you time, a whole lot of time. Maybe 1 year, 6 months may not be enough. It may take another 1 year before your eyes will open. When your eyes opens, you will come back and say, well, which way forward? But pray that it's not late by then. Pray that it's not late by then. If you don't like what I'm doing, you don't like the way I'm doing it, I am sorry. I will not bend for you to love me. I will never bend. I will never come to this my platform to start gossiping about any individual. Anybody who says he or she is ready to fight for our freedom, don't tell me who you are meeting in America. I don't want to hear anybody telling me who you meet, because that person you meet can never ever give us freedom. It is impossible. The only thing that gingered Joe Biden to stand on behalf of South Africans is because Umkhonto Wesizwe Potalune decimated the appetite army and police, decimating them now and your fan every day. Every day now and your fan, and they are not waiting for them to bring the war to them in the bush. They were visiting them in their checkpoints. That's why Joe Biden made a statement. I have the video, I have played this several times. Joe Biden made a statement. I cannot watch. I'm not going to be here and watch the escalation of this war, which is going to affect the West. That was what caught the eyes of the US Congress, and they supported him. That is how they supported South Africa. Escalation of the war. Ọ bụrụ apụta na-egbu ụmụnne gị na-egbusisi ndị bụ na-apụta esi n'elu tụsịa bọmba eburu post na Facebook. Oh, fa na-egbu anyị ebe a. Oh, fa na-atụgbu anyị na bọmbụ. Oh, ndị Fulani abịago gbusisi anyị. Ị na-eme expect ka America say, okay, from today I give you Biafra. You see? You see? You see? You're expecting them to give you Biafra. Chim. Let's continue. Let's continue. MNK, Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra must be on lock and key as we remember the fallen heroes and heroines. Whenever you hear me say, I am not with anybody, I am seriously talking about it. It's not a joke. It's never a joke at all, at all. It's never a joke. If our men on ground here, you wouldn't even believe it. Ifem magodo already. Within these 6 months, if any nejuegasa, if any social media ya boloko. But everybody on pota, especially not Europe and America, and putting social media and call nonsense. They know nothing. They know absolutely nothing that is going on here. Nothing, completely nothing. They don't know. Even our men on ground, the Biafra Liberation Army person, they know nothing. They don't know anything they are going through. Nothing. They are not even far out of touch. They are out of touch. They know nothing. Nothing. MNK, Nnamdi Kanu, a complete lockdown so that the enemy won't have any excuse to unalive you and blame us. Did you hear that? That is Nnamdi Kanu. A complete lockdown so the enemy won't have any excuse to unalive you and blame us. This is what Ohaneze Ndioshi, Igbo governors and senators, those so-called political leaders, should be organizing every single year. It should be a serious ceremony in the entire Igbo nation, in the entire Igbo land. Every May 30th, a may organize, obuno candlelight kayamu, amwo candlelight, obuno any ceremony, a may every May 30th should be public holiday in order to remember our fallen heroes. And when Biafra was declared in the first place. But they failed. That gave room for someone like Nnamdi Kanu to come up, to start talking about it, to start doing something. We used to do street protests, but because they usually massacre us, they usually unalive our youth, our men and our women and children, even those who are not even on the street protesting, their straight bullets always hit them and unalive them. Then Nnamdi Kanu found another way to go about it, which is sit at home. According to that same broadcast by Nnamdi Kanu, a complete lockdown so that the enemy won't have any excuse to unalive you and blame us. Who are us? The agitators. The agitators. Right? So that the enemies will not have opportunity to unalive you and blame us. Are you getting it? And to make the matter worse, it is the DSS, witnesses are playing this audio broadcast in the court today. A complete. So Iwefabo, why the so-called non-state actor? Imano Ifefana Adieku, non-state actor. Why a non-state actor should call for a lockdown? They forgot that it is within the inalienable right of any individual to call for protest. You see, this is the reason why we are not, in the first place, we are not supposed to have anything to do with these people in the name of being in one country. It is better that they are our neighbors. If they need anything, anything they need from us, if it's within our capacity, we offer them. If they need oil, we will give them oil. If we are selling a barrel of oil 10 a gemma, we will give it to them for 5 a gemma, bello fego, because they are our neighbors and they are our fellow Africans. I bello fego. We can even give it to them 3 a gemma or 2 a gemma, bello fego. Any one of them who are willing to come to Biafra land for business or for greener pasture will be allowed. Will be allowed. We can even give them visa free. They don't even need visa to come to Biafra land to trade or to work, in as much as they are law abiding. Oh yes, yes, of course, in as much as they are law abiding. And once you enter, you must abide by the rule of law, the Biafran law. If you go against the rule of law, if you go against our constitution, you find yourself behind bars. There's no need of deporting you. You find yourself behind bars. Because there is no, I don't see how you can deport an African man in Africa. Once you commit any crime, you go to prison. That is how it should be. Not to deport. Where are you deporting an African man to? Not to be in one Nigeria with this set of people. You understand? Not to be in one country with these people, with people with such mentality. Thereby, thereby, covering our glory, covering our, our destiny, covering our talent, our great God-given talent, our God-given talents, covering us, covering our glory overall, destroying them. People do not know that being in one almighty zoological republic of animal kingdom is a destroyer of its own against Igbo. People are not aware. Because as I'm speaking to you right now, we have engineers who can even manufacture aeroplane, who can manufacture fighter jets, who can manufacture, armor tanks, who can manufacture many things from scratch to the end. But they can't do it because there is no, there is no facility to do that. There is no opportunity to do that. And guess what? A young boy that manufactured rocket, a young boy, an Igbo boy, about 15 years old boy that manufactured rocket. That boy is from, I think, Imo State, formerly Imo State. Where started the rocket? The rocket we fenie, fegide, femie, fepuzie beyond control. Where got dazie another village, nearby village. Cordalo or bar, the rocket bar like a bomb, but luckily, Odalu name of ya. Police abia. If Nagwagi famelo not quite long ago or quite recently, but only like 2 years now. Police wee bịa ga-atụ tacha mpempe that rocket wee bido mewe investigation. See from that village that rocket gbalụ wee banye the next village, which is the village that boy nọ, wee jụwa ajụjụ, make the investigation, atụwa aka wee tụọ that boy na that guy bụ onye ama na-arụ dịka ife anwa na village. Do you know what happened? They went to arrest that boy. They arrested him. Oh yes, the boy was arrested. The boy was arrested and put behind bars. A 15-year-old boy was arrested by Nigerian police. I don't know what happened to that case. Whether the boy is still behind bars till now or he was later released, I don't know, because I didn't follow it up. This happened about 2 years ago in Imo State. They arrested